Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we fought and defeated Cait Sith Sathir, but got pulled into Atomos and into the Walk of Echoes. We met Lilith, learned about how Atomos is basically devouring what it kind of considers to be invalid futures. And we kind of figured out that Lilith comes from a version of the future where the Crystal War never ended. Now, after she started to leave, Portia decided that in an effort to try to save Ragalis, she just went and joined Lilith. At least, that's what it appeared to be anyway. Willingly. And so we had to go back to Ragalis to break the news, but it seems that he has now lost his memories of the current future being devoured by Atomos. And so we now need to fight to prove that our version of the future, where the Crystal War ends in victory and peace returns, is the correct future. So that's kind of where we're at. But now we have to head back and start working on the Windurst story missions again. And so that's where we're at. So we are back in Windurst in the past. And what we need to do is we need to go talk to Dea Prandole. Where remember that we had kind of the big battle at Fort Karugo Narugo, where Teal ended up sacrificing herself, and then we went to meet Karaha Bruja, and we're working to help him with his summoning efforts with Fenrir. So, we'll see where this ends up. Alright, Dea. Oh, Tuna, there you are. And not a moment too soon. Master Leko has been searching all over for you. None too easy a task, I might add, what with everyone in the city running around like cockatrices with their heads cut off. It's utter chaos, I tell you. What? Haven't you heard? Just look. Hear ye, citizens of Windurst. Due to imminent danger of a beastman attack, the Federation has declared a state of high alert. All non-military personnel are hereby ordered to take shelter indoors until further notice. I repeat, this is not a drill. There you have it. Civilians have been ordered onto streets, and all mercenaries are ready for battle. Ready for battle immediately. With the enemy ready to strike at any moment, one can never be too ready. Have you seen your preparations? Right, because the shields at Fort Karugo Narugo were compromised, so there's no longer a barrier protecting the city. Need you even ask why Ajito Marujito, child genius, is ever ready for anything those filthy, feathered goons could throw at us? What the? Why are you out of your... Are you out of your gourd, you little brat? Get back inside. If the city comes under attack, you'll break more than just the rims of those ridiculous glasses. They got entrusted defense of the Federation to a mangy lot like you. Behold the valiant sorcerers and swordswomen of the Windurstian Teen Force, under the capable command of Warlock, Warlord, and Waiting Ajito Marujito. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have an important audience with the big cheese himself, even if he doesn't know it yet. Someone has to save our glorious nation while you strays stand around swatting insects with your tails. Danger, danger. Target has breached authorized perimeter. Cease and desist. Initiating recovery procedure. What? Unhand me, you confounded contraption. This is that stuttering old Koromoru's doing. Blast it. When the Federation falls, he'll rue the day he detained its would-be hero. I said put me down, you ham-handed heap of... Ah! So who are the other kids? Oh dear. Well, that should teach the boy a lesson about getting too big for his breeches. At any rate, Yuna, you'd best hurry along. Master Leiko is waiting in the Heaven's Tower, and I hear he has a specially important assignment for you this time. Alright. Now we go talk to Vana'diel. Who I believe is down this way. Yep, there he is. Well, if it isn't our stalwart Yuna, you're always a sight for sore eyes. With the beastmen drawing ever nearer, it's absolute madness around here, but please, don't let me keep you. Master Leiko awaits within. Ah, Yuna, always a pleasure. Come in and curl up and make yourself comfortable. Okay. Bit lonely in here today, you say? Indeed it is. With the warlord personally leading the Valdonian expedition, I fear I've only my own poor company to offer you today. To it, I'm expecting a pair of particularly important guests, and they're in need of an escort. And should the circumstances demand it, a bodyguard. Two Mithrin wayfarers from the homeland, to be precise. I've just received word that they've arrived safely on Mendartian shores. They should be arriving at the rendezvous point, the monument that stands on Fort Karugo-Narugo's western embankment, before long. Can I trust you to see them safely back here? I go myself, but as you might imagine, I have my hands quite full readying the mercenaries and devising a sound strategy for the city's defenses. Motherland Mithra tend to be distrustful sorts, as likely to rend the throat of an interloper as give them the time of day. Don't worry, a mention of my name should be enough to keep their claws sheathed. At least I pray as much, for your sake. What makes you the lucky woman for the job, you ask? Why, you've seen how jealous my girls get every time I grace a member of the fairer sex with a glance. If they discovered that I personally invited two lovely ladies to my humble abode, why, the ensuing battle would send shivers up the spine of the Shadow Lord himself. Anyway, there you have it. Let me remind you again that this mission calls for the utmost secrecy. Take care to be neither witnessed nor heard by a soul, least of all the Shadow Lord's minions, or any of your fellow mercenaries of the female persuasion. In fact, I've got just the way for the three of you to keep an especially low profile on your return. You recall the subterranean passage connecting Fort Karuga with the capital, do you not? The caverns where you helped us stave off the Yagudo onslaught? The entrance lies along the wall of the central grounds, due east of the rendezvous point. Why don't you lead our guests back through there? And now, Tuna, if you'll forgive me, pressing matters elsewhere demand my attention. I'll keep the hearth warm for your return. May the goddess watch over you. I think I know what this is in relation to. It's part of the... I think it's part of the Ranger artifact quest line, if I remember correctly. I don't think I actually showed. I can't remember if I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Well, didn't think it would come up again, but apparently it will. But it'll probably cover the basics, considering, you know, it's possible for someone who's never been through that quest line to do this. Just that I think we're gonna probably be running into Pariva Shai here at some point. Alright, we need to head to Fort Karuga. Alright, easiest way to get there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the... That's not the survival guide. The survival guide. Where is... Oh, there it is. It's hiding behind the pillar. We're gonna head to westward of Baruda S, which is over near the entrance to Fort Karuga. All right. All right. This might actually be easier to do as a more powerful class, but we'll try it as warrior. I'm just kind of looking through what the guide is saying while we're moving. All right, so we need to go to the stone monument. At E7. And actually that would have been a closer survival guide to use. Alright. I just didn't know where it was. Alright, now that I do, I'm actually going to use the survival guide to jump closer. And Then we'll get over there. So let me just pause while I do all this movement, and then once we're there, I'll be back. Alright, we're nearly there. Also decided to summon my trusts, just in case. Alright, so, stone monument. Not another step, rogue. I'm not a rogue. You were fortunate to tail me this far, but this is where your luck runs out. What are they thinking, sending a tender paw like you? Are the trackers so desperate for help these days, or does the name of Nev Brothy count for nothing anymore? No, Befrothy. Enough talk. Prepare to meet your maker. Stand down, Sue. This heel has come for our lives, but we'll be taking hers instead. But, Mommy, she doesn't smell like the others. She smells nice, like a spring breeze and fresh green trees. What, you're not a tracker from the motherland? Who are you? Answer me, and unless you'd like an arrow in the gut, you'd best make it the truth. A Cobra mercenary of Windurst. I see. My daughter's nose has yet to lead me astray. Perhaps you can be trusted after all. I wait here for an acquaintance of bygone days. After that, an errand calls me northward. I'll say no more. Say that I'm a wanted woman. You'd do well to keep a wide berth if you value your extremities. And now you'd best be on your way. Tell no one what you saw here. I doubt our paths shall cross Leko Haboka? Leko sent you, you say? I see. I mean, I'm hungry. So hungry. Yes, you. How does a fresh roasted myth kebab sound? Mother will fetch one for you after she's finished speaking with this kind woman, so be a good girl and play over there for a moment. Okay, but only if you promise. What has Leko told you of us? I see. We hail from the Mithran homeland of Ganabo and arrived on these shores not a few hours ago. The lay of the land, the scent of the wind, the feel of the very ground beneath my feet all are unfamiliar and more than a bit overwhelming. Further complicating the issue, my daughter and I have need to stay out of the public eye, for reasons I cannot divulge, not even to a friend of Leko. But it would seem Mother Nature favors me with winds of fortune today, for you've come to see us safely to Windurst, have you not? And I place my trust in you, stranger. Let us be along on our way. Mommy, what happened to my myth kebab? I'm starving. It's a bit longer, Sue. This nice woman will take us to the capital, and there you shall have all the myth kebabs your heart desires. No, I'm hungry now, Mommy, you promised. Stop being such a little cry kitten while you've gorged yourself on dragon fruit just before our ship reached port. Dragon fruit. I want more dragon fruit. More. You're so mean. You're the meanest mommy ever. I hate you. I fear there's no reasoning with her when she gets like this. Loath as I am to burden you with the petulant mewlings of my daughter, please understand that the journey has not been an easy one for her. I recall seeing some particularly ripe specimens of dragon fruit along the shore just north of here. It would mean much to my daughter and to me if you could procure one. Meantime, I shall do my best to settle her nerves for the difficult road ahead. You have my thanks, friend? Alright, so we need to go find some dragon fruit. There should be a cactus at F5, which is way up north. Well, not way up north, but it's a ride. Yeah, up there on the shore there. So I guess I'll go ahead and pause again and be back once we're there. Alright, we're approaching the northern beach here, and there is our succulent cactus. Right there. And I've obtained a succulent dragon fruit. Alright, so now we need to return to the stone monument to get this thing started, which is all the way back again. Alright, you know the drill. Alright. We're back at the monument. Oh, come on. Really? I was literally just here, and it worked. What? Hold on. Alright. Got it to work. I had to actually step away from the monument, which makes no sense. Oh, there you are. Looks you. Dry those eyes and look at what the kind lady has brought for you. Dragon fruit. For me? Really? Oh, thank you, thank you. You're my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Ah, the simple pleasures of a child. One can only hope she stays in good spirits until we arrive safely in Windhurst. At any rate, we've tarried at this dusty rock for far too long. My apologies for the distraction, friend. Let us be on our way. A subterranean passage, you say? I have no love for crawling through dusty grottos, but you have proven yourself more than worthy of our trust. We shall follow where you lead. Okay. Now, we need to head to G7 and look for the Sunken Hollow. So that's not too far away. At least it shouldn't be. It's a logging point. We are at F8. The G7 is over here. Here's the sunken hollow. Indeed, this should allow us to make our journey to the capital in due secrecy. But, Mommy, it's dark down there. So you just stay close to the nice lady who brought you that nice, juicy dragon fruit. She'll keep you safe. The air is dank and foul here. I shudder to think what odious beasts lurk beneath. I must ask you to take the lead. I cannot afford to let myself be seen. Signal us when the way is clear, and we will follow close behind. My daughter and I are ready when you are. Let us make haste for Windurst. Alright, then we can enter there, and we're going to go into the battlefield, which is going to be an escort mission. You cannot enter at this time. Please wait a moment and try again. What? Request for entry. Alright, let's try one more time. Okay, let me wait a few minutes. Alright, there we go. Don't know what the holdup was, but we're in. Alright, so I'm going to talk to both of them to get them to start moving, but I think I want to plow the road a little bit before we get there. Before we do that. So, we're going to have Aphotic Crabs, Goblin Challengers, and Yagudo Kamari that we need to deal with. So, from I-8... we need to head to... oh no, I-7, yeah. To FG9. Okay. So let's clear the road there. And then we'll come back. We have 30 minutes to do this. Hopefully. Oh, our trusts. Alright, I'm gonna bring in Shantoto too, just for firepower. The Aphotic Crabs are not aggressive, but they will scare the kid. Alright. Now let's go get them. What I'm hoping I can do is get them to stay somewhere. That should at least give us some room to work. Alright, now. The mother should follow close. But Siu is a little slower. Quite a bit slower. Oh, this is of course a dead end. Oh, lovely. Because why would the straight shot be the way we want to go? No. Now, do they just keep following? Or are they going to get stuck somewhere? Okay, well, it looks like at least they're pathfinding a little bit. So I think I can jump ahead and take care of stuff. And just get them to follow. I'll bring up the rear. The real problem is going to be the crabs. The crabs are going to make you run off to a dead end somewhere. Alright. We need to head this way. Oh, there's Gudo Kamari are aggressive. I'm going to see if we can avoid them. Or are they actually going to stop and just stay there until I talk to them again? You know, that's actually not the worst thing in the world. Hey. You. Come on, get down here. Alright. There is something over here on our path. Yeah, go ahead and pull this one. Let's make sure that the road is nice and clear. All right. That should hopefully take care of things. All right. They appear to be following again. Yeah, they're kind of coming straight shot. They're not following me specifically. So yeah, that Yugudo would have been a problem. We have a crab. Alright, what's you gonna do here? Ah, she ran off. Okay, she didn't go too far. Alright. Alright, from here we want to head to G9. Okay, down there. How much you want to bet that the long route is the way we want to go? I'm just going to assume that we're taking the long route. What we got over here? It's a crab. All right. Okay, good. We can tell them the weight. Alright. Get them to resume following. Alright, we have 2 potential hostile targets. We have an aphotic crab. 2 crabs. Alright, let's get you to stop. Tight space. Time left is 3 minutes and 3 seconds. Is that right? Okay, well. That's a problem. No, wait. Maybe that's until they start moving again? Because we haven't been in here that long. Alright. Now they should tell me that we've reached the end. Yeah, we reached our destination. Alright, good. Alright. So, we should be here. Enter Windurst Waters for a cutscene. Well, the city appears to be still in mostly one piece. So this is the Windurst of which I've heard so much. Such a lush and resplendent nation. 'Tis a shame to see it so ravaged by war. The air smells pretty, like fresh flowers and leaves. I like it here, Mommy. As do I see you, but we've no time to stop and smell the roses. Lead us to Lako, friend. It's a pleasure to welcome you to Windurst, Nev Befrothi. Or should I say, chieftainess. Call me what you will, a woman in my position has little use for formalities. This is my daughter, Siu. You've done well to lead my friends safely here at Tuna. Once again, you prove yourself worthy of all the trust I place in you, and then some. And with that, Nev, let us proceed with our transaction. The item we spoke of is here. The Bow of Light. And never did I imagine I would gaze upon it again with these two eyes. Leiko? There is no need for concern, Nev. Tuna is a friend, a staunch ally who has demonstrated her loyalty time and again. Perhaps you have heard the tales, Tuna? It was some 10 years ago. A Mithrin wayfarer returned to the motherland after a brief sojourn on these shores. She took with her a souvenir acquired in her travels, a most curious stone. A stone which for ages had lain sleeping in the frozen north. A stone possessed of immense and terrible power. Right, this was the Magicite. The traveler's name was Rabanta. And with that stone she fashioned a bow, an ensorcelled weapon of the most exquisite craftsmanship, so beautiful and so deadly. The Bow of Light. It is well possible that Rabanta had only the purest of intentions, but that bow was meant to protect her beloved homeland, and nothing more. Sadly, that is not what came to pass, for it is with great power came even greater temptation. Or with its great power came even greater temptation. Temptation that proved too strong for her, or me, to resist. The power that seethes within the Bow of Light is no ordinary power. It is a force that reaches the very depths of our souls, to wrest forth the fear, the ugliness that we would deny is there. Jealousy, deceit, hatred, the evils that lie dominant within all of us are roused and brought to the fore, and we are powerless to resist. Powerless indeed. Before we could realize where we went astray, our verdant home was bathed in the crimson of our own blood. Time nurtured bonds between sister and sister, ripped to shreds like so many scraps of cloth. Rabanta was deemed a sinner for having brought this calamity upon us, and tried for her crimes. As fate would have it, she met her end at the hand of a friend before her judgment could be passed. Artisaness, I share responsibility for the slaughter, and for this sin they hunt me to this very day. Even my daughter, guilty of naught but sharing my blood, is forced to live the life of a fugitive. A tale to tug at the heartstrings, is it not, Tuna? I have thought that by bringing Nev and Siu to our shores, they could finally live out their lives in peace. Sadly, the predator is not so easily thrown off the scent. You're acquainted with the Mithrin tracker, Shikari G, are you not? Dispatched from the homeland, she continues to hunt her prey with an implacable tenacity that borders on obsession. Tuna, was it? I share with you my tale because Leiko assures me that you are our friend. Pray do not betray our trust. This I shall take into my care. It is as much my duty as yours to see this dark chapter of our people's history to a fitting end. But Leiko, have no fear, Nev. Realizing the error of her ways, Rabanta, with her dying breath, wove a potent incantation to seal the terrible power deep within her creation. That such meaningless bloodshed would never again be visited upon her precious people. The secret to undoing the seal she carried to her grave. The bow remains, but there is not a living soul who can release its power. Is this not so? Aye, you're the right of it. Very well. I was prepared to dispose of it by my own hand, but the task is yours if you would have it. So you and I have a long road ahead of us still, and 'tis perhaps best we keep the burden light. Indeed. Best the two of you find somewhere to lie down until the fighting is through. The battlefield that awaits us will be no place for a child. I've ordered all families in the city to take up shelter in Windhurst walls. You're more than welcome to a spot among them. No, your offer is kind, but we must press on. With the tracker on the prowl, this place is not safe for us. We make for a city called Juno. A sound choice. The duchy is vast, with a citizenry as diverse as it is numerous. If there is any place you might succeed in disguising your tracks, it would be there. Tuna, if I could trouble you to escort our guests to... That won't be necessary. We've imposed on your friend quite enough already. For as long as our journey continues, we face it on our own. Farewell, Lako, Tuna, and thank you. Lako, twisted though its power may be, the bow can summon forth no evil that does not already reside within us. I have long believed that in the hands of one pure of heart and strong of will, it could have served its intended purpose. The stone that brought ruin upon us is born of nature, as are we all. In the end, it is but a mirror to the soul of its wielder. It is not my place to question the ways of the motherland, but this is truly the Mithrin way, to hunt to the ends of the world those who have taken a step astray. No matter how true their intentions, no matter how deep their remorse. Do we not strive to live in harmony with Mother Nature, with each other? No, it does not sit well with me. Nor I, Nev, nor I. What truly is sin? Those who judge us have found their answer. Perhaps someday we sinners will find an answer of our own. What's the matter, Tuna? You look as if you've seen a ghost. Fear not, for this is one bow I haven't the power to bend. Still, it never hurts to keep a few powerful pieces on hand as the endgame draws near, don't you think? But I jest. No, this bow just holds a certain sentimental value to me, you see. Given the chance, I simply couldn't let it go. I've got a present for my bestest friend. You take it, won't you? Pretty please. Mommy and I are going to a place called Juno. Come and visit us someday, okay? Oh, Tuna, finish your business with Master Lako, I see. Rome Amigo and Perry Vashai. Friends of yours, Tuna? Curious. I've not seen their faces before. Hail, merchant. Where does the road lead you? We strike for Juno. The duchy lies in shambles out of the recent beastman attack. Homes razed to the ground, families huddling in the streets as they forage for what scraps of food they can find. Though I feel for their plight, I cannot deny that it makes for profitable times for those in my trade. I have even received a substantial order directly from the ducal army. An errand calls us to Juno as well. Could we trouble you to take us along? As you see, I travel with my child, and the roads these days are not safe for one of her tender years. You're a cute little one, aren't you? I have you this time, sinner. That garb, a Mithrin tracker. What? Well, if it isn't Peria the Azure Bow, still dragging your paws in this wretched backwater, I see. When we come to your senses and go home to El Shimo, you know that this land holds nothing for you save death and suffering. Your concern is touching, but it was always a bit too sweltery there for my liking. The more temperate climes on these shores suit me. I shall return for you another day. Today I pursue a more urgent quarry. Shikari. She says she's found the sinner. Wait a minute. Leko Haboka. That day, 10 years ago, could he be the son? Perry, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Leko Haboka, what is it you truly seek? I got the kitty rod. Alright, well, we have to wait to the next Vana'diel day to do the next quest, which actually isn't that far away, but we're kind of long on the episode anyway, so we'll go ahead and stop here, and we'll start up the next quest when we come back. So for now, we'll stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.